In this video, we will go over some of the complex problems of addition and subtraction of rational expressions. First, we will look at the LCD, which is nothing but least common denominator, and then we will simplify the numerator and the denominator as well. Let's take a look at first one of the simple problems that we learned before. We have 3 over x minus 2 plus 1 over 2 minus x. As you can see, the only difference thing over here is that x is positive here, x is negative, 2 is negative, and 2 is positive. To make sure we are on the same place, because we need to find a common denominator, we cannot just simply multiply these two numbers. The best thing to do is we will write the first fraction 3 over x minus 2 as it is, but this fraction we will multiply with negative 1 over negative 1. Okay, so we have plus. If we multiply negative 1 with 1, what we get? We get negative 1 over, and now we will multiply negative 1 over here. So what happens over here? X becomes positive and 2 becomes negative, right? And a negative sign, and we have 2 minus x. What happens is 2, we get negative 2, and plus x, because minus and minus we get plus sign. So now they are both same, right? So now we have our LCD, least common denominator, as x minus 2. So the numerator is nothing but 3 minus 1. This is a plus sign and negative sign. So the answer, the last form, is simply 2 over x minus 2, and this is our actual answer. Okay, so again, if there are similar variables or numbers but the signs are reversed, everything has to be different, then we can simply multiply with negative 1 over 1. Let's take a look at one more example with the same situation. We have 5 over x plus 3 minus sign. Then we have 4 over negative x negative 3. Now you can see both are positive here, both are negative here. So of course we will multiply the negative sign. If we multiply a negative sign, what will happen? Negative x negative. If we multiply a negative sign, what happens? These two becomes what? Plus x, and these two becomes plus 3. So now they are same like this one. So our denominator is ready. Least common denominator is x plus 3. 5 minus 4, that is 1 over x plus 3. Okay, and this is our actual answer. Okay, and oh, sorry, my mistake. And we have to multiply the numerator as well with negative sign. So the 4 becomes actually plus 4, 5 plus 4, that is actually 9. So my mistake, and that is our final answer. Now let's take a look at one of the real complex problems that you might see in your tests. We have 1 over x square minus 4 plus 3 over x square plus 5x plus 6. So first we will take factor for this denominator over here, because remember we learned before x square minus 4 is nothing but x plus 2 times x minus 2. Okay, plus we have 3 over here, this is 1 over, now we need, remember, to factor two numbers, that the multiplication, the product will be 6 and the sum will be 5. So the number are clearly 2 and 3. 2 times 3 is 6, 2 plus 3 is 5. So x plus 2 times x plus 3. Okay, and now you can see what is common for the denominator. Let's say we have x plus 2 over here, x plus 2 over here, they are both common. And what is not common? X minus 2 and x plus 3, so they will multiply because they are not common. X minus 2, x plus 3. So now 1 will multiply with one of these things. Well, we already have x plus 2, x minus 2, x plus 3 is new for this fraction, so 1 will multiply with x plus 3, and 3 will multiply with one of these numbers over here. We already have x plus 2, we have x plus 3, x minus 2 is something new. So plus 3 times x is 3x, 3 minus 2 is simply negative 6. Okay, now we will simplify this. We have x over here, let me take a different color. We have x plus 3x, that gives us 4x, 3 and negative 6, we have negative 3 over the remaining denominators. What are they? X plus 2 times x minus 2 times x plus 3, and this is our final answer. We don't need to simplify anything, and there is no factors we can actually take. Okay, let's take a similar example with the denominator like this one. Okay, so let's say we have x plus 2 over x square minus 4, and this is minus 2 over x plus 2. So again, first we will take factor for the denominator if we can for any numbers. For this one we cannot, but this one is clearly possible. This is nothing but x plus 2 times x minus 2, and the numerator is simply x plus 2. We have negative 1 over 2 over here, and then x plus 2. Now we'll take a common denominator, a least common denominator. You can see x plus 2 is present both the sides. Okay, x minus 2 is not, so it will multiply over here. So first we will write this numerator, x plus 2. Remember, the reason why nothing changes, because for this x plus 2, the denominator is same just like this one, so that is why nothing changes. But for this negative 2 right here, it was only x plus 2. Now we have x minus 2 as well. That is why we multiply this negative 2 with this x minus 2. Okay, x minus 2, and now we will simplify it. We have x plus 2 negative 2x plus 4. The denominator is x plus 2, x minus 2, and we will simplify x minus 2x simply is minus x. 2 plus 4, that is 6, and the denominator is x plus 2 times x minus 2, and this is our final answer. Okay, let's take a look at one last example. If you can do this problem, then you understand the whole concept behind these problems. So let's say we have x over 3x square plus 5x minus 2 minus 3 over 2x square plus 7x plus 6. First we simply need to take is, we will factor this one and this one as long as we can. So we need two numbers. We multiply this 3 and negative 2 together, 3 and negative 2. When we multiply, we get what? Negative 6. So we need two numbers that the product is negative 6, and when we add them, the sum will be 5. So the number you can think of like, let's say 2 times 3, okay, but it doesn't give us negative, because 2 minus 3, it gives us negative 1. We need 5. So the correct number are 6 times negative 1, because it gives us negative 6, and 6 minus 1, it gives us positive 5. So we will rewrite like this. We have x, then we have 3x square plus 6x minus x and negative 2, and same thing we will factor over here. When we multiply 2 and 6, we get 12. So we need two numbers that the product is 12 and the sum should be 7, and there's three numbers you can think of, like 6 times 2, okay, or 3 times 4. Actually 3 times 4 is the only number that gives us 7. 3 plus 4 is also 7. Okay, so we will rewrite this equation like such: 2x squared plus 4x plus 3x, because these are our two numbers, plus 6. Now we will simplify them further. Here we will take common as 3x. Inside we'll have x plus 2. Then we will take common negative 1. Inside will be x plus 2 minus sign. Then we have 3 over, we will take 2x as common. We will have x plus 2. Then we have plus 3, and inside will be x plus 1. Okay, and now for our, I hope it's the last step. No, we have one or two more steps after this. Now we will take the factors. We have 3x minus 1 x plus 2 minus sign 3 over 2x plus 3 x plus 1. Okay, so there are a lot of different numbers. Okay, and now when we simply need to solve them, so over here we have as you can see, oh, this is my mistake, this is actually x plus 2, because when 3 times x we get 3x, 3 times 2 we get, yeah. Okay, so now you can see we have 3x minus 1, 2x plus 3, and x plus 2, because x plus 2 is in both the sides. So we will write our common denominator. We have 3x minus 1, x plus 2, and 2x plus 3. Now over here we have x, right? And we have two fractions already, like two parentheses. The new one has been added, which is 2x plus 3. So x will multiply only with this one, 2x plus 3. So x times 2x, that is 2x square. X times 3, this 3 right here, we get plus 3x. Okay, and this negative 3, remember the negative sign, this has already two parentheses. The new one being added is 3x minus 1, so it will multiply with this. So when we multiply negative 3 times 3x, we get what? Negative 9x. And when we multiply this same negative 3 with negative 1, we get plus 3. Okay, and now we will simply write our last step, which is 2x square, 3x, and negative 9x gives us negative 6x plus 3. Okay, and the denominator is 3x minus 1 times x plus 2 times 2x plus 3. And this is our actually final answer, because we cannot simplify the numerator. Even if you multiply this 2 and 3 together, it will give us 6, and there are no two numbers that gives us 6 when we multiply and the sum is negative 6. So this is our final answer. Just make sure you practice enough and you will be able to grasp this concept very easily. So I will see you tomorrow in the new video, and don't forget to subscribe. Take care. Goodbye.